What's up, everybody? We're in the Graham Center right now for another Bite with Butch. Coach, kind of back and forth game there against UMass in the first 2.5 quarters. But man, you guys opened up in that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
62 points. What happened to your offense?
Well, obviously, and I told the team yesterday in the team meeting, I said, do you realize you're the same guys? We only scored 14 points against Alcorn State. Now you're setting school records. And a lot of it had to do with the fact that, Alex Magoo had a great game yesterday.
Yeah.
Everything that he did. People are going to find out that the best thing you can do is don't blitz him, because now all of a sudden he's a guy that's going to create big explosive plays. The players are starting to understand he's not just scrambling to try to make 5 yards, he's trying to find a way to throw a touchdown. So we clicked offensively, 7 out of 7 red zone opportunities. We scored points. I wish we would have played a little bit better. We knew going into the game that UMass was really good offensively. They had scored a lot of points against Tennessee. They had scored a lot of points against Mississippi State, so we knew they were capable. And but turnovers was a big part of it. The 2 big turnovers in the first half flipped the momentum back in our favor. One in the third quarter where Bryce Kennedy got the tip off of Nico Gonzalez, and that really helped kind of solidify the victory.
You kept them out of the end zone on that one, about the 5-yard line. Forced that fumble. I got to ask real quick though, Alex Gardner, Alex Magoo, both with 108 rushing yards. Any trash talk in there?
Oh.
Alex going, hey man, I'm gonna come for your job.
Exactly, yeah. Well, one thing he's not all lobbying for, he doesn't want to be our running back. And we had a great group. Napoleon Maxwell ran well, Sean Darius, and but the running backs had a great game, but Alex, he was a difference maker.
Yeah, he certainly was. And once again, we talked about that whole turnover thing. 3 turnovers this week. Winning that turnover battle is obviously huge. Now, I want to talk about a guy, because we haven't mentioned him all year. You guys kind of had a breakout star in this game in Bryce Singleton.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns.
Well, what a great job for a freshman. And he was kind of Thomas Owens' backup. And so he had gotten a chance to play throughout the big part of the first part of the season when Thomas was having huge success. And he would come in certain personnel packages to give Thomas a little bit of a break. Over the last 4 or 5 weeks now, his role has dramatically expanded, and obviously yesterday was kind of a big-time breakout for him. One of the things, he uncovered himself on a scramble down inside the goal line, but the other 2 catches were what we call 50-50 balls. And when you throw to somebody like Bryce, who's got like a 38-inch vertical jump, sometimes they're not really 50-50. It's more like it's 80-20, and he just had a great game.
Now, we kind of buried the lead here a little bit, because you guys are going bowling. You got that invite. You guys are going to St. Pete for the Gasparilla Bowl, which just sounds like a party. So how excited were you, and how excited was the team?
They're unbelievably excited. I think there's a lot of things. One, obviously, they've earned an opportunity to play in a bowl game. And I think going to St. Pete is absolutely fantastic. Brett Delaney, the commissioner of that bowl, has been a great guy. I've known him for a couple of years when I was working for ESPN. Used to go over there. They run a great bowl. Going to St. Pete will be a great location, because now all of our kids' families get a chance to go. Their moms, dads, their cousins, and so the families can be a part of that unique experience. And it's still in the state of Florida, so now we can get FIU fans there. And we're really optimistic. We're hoping to get 4,000 to 5,000, 6,000 fans at that game, and that should be a great turnout.
When do you guys start the bowl prep? When do you start that game tape looking at it for Temple?
Well, we probably won't start for about another week from now. This week, our players were trying to lift and run and try to get our kids healthy and give them a chance. We actually have a yoga class scheduled for the entire team on Wednesdays to work on flexibility and some stretching stuff. We'll start practice this coming Friday, but it's going to be generic. We're not going to focus on Temple until the coaches get off the road recruiting, so that we can spend time to kind of game plan. But we'll have a little bit of practice on Friday, maybe a little bit on Sunday afternoon, and then the following week. One thing that we have to make sure that everybody's concerned about with the hurricane, one of the things that happened is that the faculty is kind of a little bit doing some of their finals. This is supposed to be finals week, but some of it got pushed back to next week. So we've got to kind of orchestrate our practices around when guys are going to be involved in final exams.
Favorite yoga position?
I don't know. I guess down dog. Stretch out your hamstrings,
We mentioned T.O. earlier. Is he going to be healthy? Can we expect to see him back, or are you going to shut him down?
Yeah, I think he's probably going to be shut down. I think it's a blessing. If you really push the envelope, if this was like the NFL and maybe there was 3 or 4 games left, you'd say, hey, he might get a chance to play. He's got too much at risk right now. Hopefully he'll be off the crutches. Maybe by the time we get to the bowl game, we'll see him at practice, walking around and stuff like that. But I don't think it's worth the risk of playing.
He'll definitely be your guys' biggest cheerleader.
Oh, He has been already.
You guys, now that you have a couple weeks off, I know you're trying to get everybody healthy. This is a busy time for you guys. Coaches are out there recruiting, trying to build towards 2018.
No doubt about it. I mean, we had recruits and their families in this past weekend. Now the coaches have hit the road this entire week. They're in schools all day long, home visits at nighttime. I'm going to start, as soon as we get all the bowl preparations, then I'm going to start getting out and going into homes. And even next week, while we're practicing in the mornings, we're still going to continue to recruit right up until we have to leave and be in St. Pete. This is a critical time. National Signing Day is December the 20th, which is going to come in it's going to come in a hurry. So we got a lot of things that we got to do and get completed between now and then.
Look out, everybody. Butch Davis is on the recruiting trail. He's on the prowl. So are the FIU Panthers. They're going to play Temple in the Gasparilla Bowl out in St. Pete. It's going to be a lot of fun. Coach, as always, thank you so much, and good luck over the next few weeks.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.